These are the best Forex brokers in New Zealand in 2024. I'm Noam.
And I'm Justin. We've been comparing Forex brokers for over a decade now, and we've been looking at the latest in CFD and Forex trends.
We're about to uncover the very best Forex broker in New Zealand in 2024. But before we get into it, stay tuned for the end of the video where we uncover the cheapest Forex broker we found globally in 2024. All right, Justin, new year, 2024. New Zealand has been a pretty good market over the last few years. It's growing like crazy. We work with a number of brokers down there. Why don't you tell the guys about our New Zealand analysis and who won that for 2024?
Sure, so over the last few months, we've looked at the execution speeds, we've looked at the fees. So we've actually opened the accounts, and Tegan, of course, and the team based in the South Island near Queenstown. She's been opening the accounts. We've got Ross that's been doing execution testing on MetaTrader 4. But the key thing, and this is the key point, is that we only test FMA regulated brokers. Okay, so there's a lot of lists, there's a lot of brokers out there, there's a lot of scams. We have only looked at the FMA, which is the local New Zealand regulator, and that led us to the short list. There's only a handful of them, but we've determined the best Forex broker based on that.
Okay, and just before you get into the list and who won the award this year, I was actually in New Zealand late last year, and I actually got some intimate, understanding of the FMA in New Zealand.
Yep.
There is a video on our YouTube channel that kind of outlines why the FMA are considered, on par with other Tier 1
They
regulators.
are a Tier 1 regulator,
Yeah,
that's simple.
I mean, they do have higher leverage than a lot of the other Tier 1 regulators from around the world allow for, but they adopted a wait and see approach, and in New Zealand they decided that they were going to maintain the leverage that brokers were offering in New Zealand under the FMA, because what they were seeing overseas was a flight to offshore brokers.
Absolutely.
So in New Zealand, as a New Zealand trader, you can have confidence knowing that all the brokers that we recommend are FMA regulated, and you can get access to the higher leverage amounts, which of course are a dual-edged sword, and obviously tread carefully.
Great, so let's get into it, eh?
Sure.
So we'll go straight for the first one and recommend a broker, and that is Blackbull. And that's the second year in a row that we've recommended Blackbull. A few reasons. So it's the trading experience that we love about them. When I say trading experience, we did execution speed testing. I told you we opened accounts, but not just FMA. Globally, we opened ASIC regulated, FCA, SciSec, CIRO, so all around the world. And what we did is we opened accounts, got MetaTrader 4, and then Ross did a 30-hour test. So he had EAs, the bots going through. He did over 2 specified periods, and he found that Blackbull, out of every broker, has the fastest execution speed.
Yep.
Which is amazing. So think of it. You've got high leverage as the FMA. If you train a lot, you need to know that if something's quoted, you can execute it.
You can rely on it.
You can rely on it. Blackbull is the best when it comes to this. Add to that all the trading platforms that they've got. So they've got MT4, MT5, they've introduced C-Trade, and they've got TradingView.
Yep.
So TradingView probably we recommend. We think it's one of the best trading platforms out there. They have them all with the execution speed. Then you've got the fact that they're regulated, they're well established, they're based in Auckland, and it's so not, this is one of the few brokers that they don't only have regulation, they were founded in Auckland.
Yeah, that was one of the things that became abundantly clear to me when I went to visit them last year, was that they don't offshore or outsource their customer support. It's all headquartered in Auckland in New Zealand, so you can be sure that you are getting reliable, trusted support if you have any queries when trading with Blackbull Markets.
Yeah, we gave them high customer service because I had a bit of a problem with when I opened my account, needed a bit of resolution. It was easily fixed. Tegan noticed it. Trust me, when you have problems, when you're trading, you want fast, accurate response. The fact that it's not based offshore, the people are actual traders, a lot of the people, makes a big difference. So I think that's enough. We've talked a lot about Blackbull.
Yep.
But literally it is daylight between Blackbull and the others. So the next few are much more established. And Blackbull realized that, so they knew they had to be better.
Yeah.
And that's what they've achieved, and they've won a lot of awards based on that.
Yeah, look, just to add to what you were saying, they certainly are a lot more agile. And you know, if you have a look at their website, I mean, don't take our word for it. On Blackbull Markets website, they've actually published research that we did in our team, that Ross did, for execution speeds. They actually like market and promote the fact that they won this execution speed award.
Exactly.
So they are a great broker. They are a great partner for us to like work with. We've done our due diligence. We think that they're a really impressive broker, and that's why we've ranked them at number 1.
Sure.
Justin, number 2 in New Zealand.
Okay, number 2 will be fast. So CMC Markets, one of the oldest brokers in New Zealand. So of course they're not headquartered in New Zealand, but being such an established broker, the range of markets you can trade is the best. So when we're talking about things like indices, individual shares that you may want to trade as a CFD, they don't offer share trading in New Zealand. When it comes to commodities, certainly in 2024, gold is the big one.
Yep.
You know, obviously very volatile. A lot of people have different thoughts about gold. It's these types of range of markets that we like. And then when it comes to the currencies, Forex trading, they have a lot of exotics. So of course you got your majors, but you know, you may want to trade things like, you know, the Chinese yen and these type of currencies have got a lot of pairings, and the base currency is New Zealand. All of the brokers that we have, we should just mention, have a base currency in New Zealand, which is critical for exchange rates. So that's why I like CMC.
Okay, that's number 2. Number 3 is IG. Why did we select IG at number 3 in New Zealand?
So we like IG because they're the most trusted broker. So IG is, you know, the largest of these brokers. They've been around for the longest. They're publicly listed, and as such, for a beginner trader, you might want to go with the one who's the most popular, who's the most established. Makes sense. So probably, as I said, if you're a bit risk reluctant, if you want to avoid a scam, if you may be new to trading, IG is a good choice.
Okay, all right, so let's just do a quick summary. So at number 3 was IG, and we suggested that they were the 3rd best in New Zealand because of their trust factor. They've obviously been around forever, they've got lots of licenses, they're publicly listed. Number 2, we recommended CMC Markets because they have an incredible range of instruments to trade.
Think of it, you know, we're talking about Forex trading, of course, but you know, it's a lot of people do trade CFDs on a range of markets, and they just got more options.
Yep. And number 1, as we spent quite a while on in this video, is Blackbull Markets. We do have an affinity for them because we have done, you know, some pretty in-depth, comprehensive analysis of them.
Check out our review page.
Yeah,
Noam's got a video himself. He's in the offices talking through. Very established, fastest execution speeds, best range of trading platforms. Yeah, New Zealand based, you know, grown. So logical for a New Zealand trader to go for them.
Right, guys, just before we finish, I said to you at the start of the video that we were going to uncover one of the cheapest brokers globally in 2024. And that broker is a company called DNA Markets. You can catch them at their website at dnamarkets.com. They are an ASIC regulated broker.
In Australia.
Really, really impressive. You can tell the guys about the commissions they charge.
Yeah, so it all comes down to the commission rates. And you know, the average broker, as you'll see, are charging between $3 and $3.50 per site. So that works out to $7. So if you're on an ECN, also known as raw account, the main fee in those circumstances is the commission. And we also did analysis, if you want to have a look, of looking at where the fees come from, and the commission we said is the number 1 factor. So you're looking at commissions, and they've got the lowest commission, Noam?
And that's $2.25 per site, so $4.50 round turn. That is from what we've
Australian dollars,
from what we've established, that is the cheapest, if not one of the cheapest in the markets in 2024.
Yeah. So we're talking about, with the brokers we talked about, you're comparing $4.50 to $6 or $7. So if you're just looking for the lowest trading costs, it's a no-brainer. As we said, they are not FMA regulated, but they are ASIC regulated, which as well is a Tier 1 regulator.
Yep. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe. Leave us, you know, any comments in the comment section down below about any other videos you'd like us to create to help you on your trading journey. Yeah, don't hesitate to, you know, leave a like. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Guys, at Compare Forex Brokers, we rank and analyze brokers in a range of markets and a range of countries. If you have a look at this video over my shoulder here, this is an analysis we did in the United Arab Emirates. If you're interested in trading in this region or interested in brokers that potentially offer services in the UAE, hit this video up here.